The Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro, cornered and desperate, decided to open the vault and negotiate deals that could cost Venezuela dearly, including its mineral and strategic riches. Websites report that Russian mercenaries from the Wagner Group have landed in Caracas to reinforce protection for the Chavista dictator.
In a video published several days ago, we can see how members of the Russian private military company Wagner, also known as PMS Wagner, or simply the Wagner Group, are received by members of the Division Against Organized Crime of the Bolivarian National Police.
The Wagner Group, known worldwide for its brutal operations and multi-million-dollar contracts, is now the new line of defense for the Venezuelan dictator. The decision comes at a time of extreme pressure after Donald Trump's government offered the sum of $50 million for the capture of Maduro, starting an unprecedented international manhunt. The presence of these experienced Russian mercenaries on the scene could change the political and military game in South America. Welcome to Life in the Barracks. The Wagner Group is a Russian paramilitary group closely linked to the Kremlin. Created in 2014 during the initial conflicts between Russia and Ukraine, it quickly gained notoriety as one of Moscow's most lethal tools of unconventional warfare. In African countries such as Mali, Sudan, and the Central African Republic, the Wagner Group currently provides military training, protection to allied governments, and security for mines and strategic infrastructure, always in exchange for mineral concessions and billion-dollar contracts. The group has operated in Syria supporting Bashar al-Assad and on missions in Latin America. Their involvement is officially denied by the Russian government, but evidence of logistical support, weaponry, and training by the Russian armed forces is widely documented. Wagner's arrival in Venezuela alarms the international community. The possibility that Maduro might hand over part of the country's natural resources in exchange for this protection worries even his close allies. Wagner's track record is marked by reports of summary executions, torture, and methods that violate international conventions. Their presence in Caracas is seen as an aggressive move to keep Maduro in power at any cost. The Venezuelan population, already living under heavy repression, may face even darker times. Venezuelans who dared to criticize the regime have been arrested, kidnapped, and even executed. Now, with the Wagner Group's arrival, the situation could worsen. During the protests after the rigged elections in 2020, paramilitaries with Wagner Group insignias were seen on the streets of the Venezuelan capital. Many claimed that they never left, they just operated more discreetly. Maduro's recent extended visit to Vladimir Putin reinforced the perception that Moscow will do whatever it takes to keep the Chavista regime stable. And funding Wagner operations in Venezuela would be an effective way to influence the region without sending regular troops. For the Russian government, the Wagner Group serves as an unofficial arm that can act where regular soldiers cannot, avoiding direct diplomatic crises. For Maduro, it's a temporary guarantee of security. But this alliance is risky, as Wagner's mercenaries act in their own interests and break contracts for more profit. On the other hand, the $1 million reward from the United States puts Maduro in a deadly dilemma. Wagner's activities in Venezuela could shift South America's geopolitical balance. Neighboring countries are watching closely, fearing instability could spread across borders. The Brazilian government maintains a deafening silence, acting as if nothing is happening in Venezuela, ignoring the fact that tens of thousands of Venezuelans continue to migrate to Brazil and other countries to escape hunger and oppression. Instead of addressing this humanitarian crisis, the current Brazilian president chooses to confront the United States and its allies directly. He also strengthens his ties with Russia, China, and Iran.
I'm asking to film this here to try to get the idea across to people who like to just sit around, that human beings need to move their bodies because our longevity depends on us.
On the other hand, the United States has already proven to be capable of carrying out complex capture operations, even in hostile territories. The siege on Maduro isn't immediate, but is still ongoing. There is also a disinformation game going on with conflicting reports circulating. Some point out that the Wagner Group only sent a small contingent to Venezuela, while others indicate that hundreds of mercenaries are already operating on Venezuelan soil. For the Venezuelan people, what remains is fear and the hope that sooner or later, liberation will come. Maduro is counting on the Wagner Group to help him resist international pressure. But history shows that alliances based on fear and money tend to collapse quickly.
Come for me?
I'll wait for you at Mara Flores Palace.
Hurry up, coward! Coward! Come to me!
Maduro is facing a real dilemma. If he runs, external forces could capture him. If he stays, he risks betrayal by those meant to protect him. As a way of thanking our more than 280,000 subscribers and the members who support the channel every month, like Antônio Grédio, Sueli Nóbrega, Eustáquio Barbosa, Sebastião de Almeida, Maria da Graça da Silva, Sérgio Viana, and Thelma. Let's follow some private military companies operating around the world. On Life in the Barracks, stay updated on all military news. Leave your like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos appearing on your screen. Forward fighters, see you next time.